Welcome back students to the next part of this tutorial. As you can see the caption, it is mainly about the grammar exercises of Unit 3 Try Again. Objectives are, after watching this tutorial, you will be able to learn about personal pronouns, order plus degree of adjectives, and adjective phrases. In addition to this, you'll be able to write an essay on the topic, our festivals. So let's begin. Our first topic is personal pronouns. You all know the definition and function of a pronoun. Let's do this with a simple example. Sana is absent because Sana is ill. It will be better if I say Sana is absent because she is ill. Here I've used she in place of Sana. So a word instead of a noun is called pronoun. Consider these examples now. I am young. You are young. He, she, it is young. We are young. They are young. The words I, you, he, she, it, we, and they are called personal pronouns because they stand for three persons. The person speaking, the person spoken to, the person spoken of. Now have a look at this given table. The pronouns I and we denote the person or persons speaking, so they are said to be personal pronouns of first person. They are used as the subjects, so they are called subject pronouns. The pronoun you denotes the person or persons spoken to, so it is said to be a personal pronoun of second person. The pronouns he, she, they, and it denote the person or persons spoken of, so they are said to be personal pronouns of third person. Now the pronouns me, us, you, him, her, and it are called object pronouns since they are used in place of objects. Consider the examples. She gave it to me or us. They gave it to you. She gave it to him, her, it, or them. In these examples, the pronouns she, they, and he are used as subjects, so they are subject pronouns. The pronouns me, us, you, him, her, and it are used as objects, so they are object pronouns. Likewise, the pronouns under the heading possessive pronouns show possession, so they are called possessive pronouns. Consider the examples. This book is mine. That idea of yours is excellent. That book is hers. To sum up, we can say, a personal pronoun provides us with the following information. The person who is speaking, the number is the pronoun plural or singular, the gender is the pronoun feminine, masculine, or neuter. For further clarification of concept, read pages 41 to 42, point number 122 to 131 of High School English Grammar and Composition by Wren and Martin. Students, you are supposed to do the following exercises in your notebooks. In part A on page 32, you have to carefully read the statements and choose the correct pronoun. In part B, you have to select a personal pronoun that agrees with the subject of the sentence. Our next topic is degrees of adjectives. We know that an adjective modifies a noun or tells us something about a noun. There are many types of adjectives like descriptive adjectives, proper adjectives, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, and many more. Adjectives are divided into 3 degrees. Have a look at the table. The 3 degrees are positive, comparative, and superlative. Whenever a comparison has to be made between 2 or more subjects or objects, comparative and superlative degrees are used. Look at the first example. Tina is smarter than Abhishek. In this sentence, the comparative degree smarter of the adjective smart is used to compare between the two persons. Tina is the smartest girl in the class. In this sentence, the superlative degree smartest of the same adjective is used to compare a person against 2 or more people. The superlative adjective is also used to qualify a person or an object as the best among all its counterparts. For example, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Coming back to the table, you can see that comparative and superlative degree is formed by adding ER and EST to the adjective's positive degree. Big becomes bigger and biggest. Tall, taller, tallest. Easy, easier, easiest. Long, longer, longest. There are some more examples like short, shorter, shortest, clever, cleverer, cleverest, bold, bolder, boldest. Some adjectives have irregular forms of comparatives and superlatives. For example, bad becomes worse and worst. Good becomes better and best. Careful becomes more careful, most careful. Important becomes more important, most important. There are some more examples like courageous becomes more courageous, most courageous. Beautiful becomes more beautiful, most beautiful. Similarly, difficult becomes more difficult, most difficult. I hope the concept is clear to you. Now move on to the exercise. In exercise C, you have to supply correct degree of adjective after reading the statements carefully. I hope you'll find the previous slide helpful in this regard. Our next topic is order of adjectives. We've observed that in a sentence, we mostly have one or two adjectives used for the description of a noun. For example, a happy and healthy man lived in the town. The foolish old crow tried to sing. In example 1, happy and healthy are adjectives used for the man. In example 2, foolish and old are adjectives used for the crow. Now what happens if more than two adjectives have to be used together? For that, we follow a general order of adjectives before a noun. Look at the colorful box in the middle of the slide. Here is that specific order of adjectives starting with opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. As you can see, this order can be memorized with its acronym OSISCOM. Now read the details given in the box to get more familiar with these words. Before moving on to the next slide, let me share with you some more examples using the given order of adjectives. There are some new Chinese students in the class. We bought a new round kitchen table. She was wearing a new red silk dress. I carried a very small black suitcase. Coming to the exercise, in exercise D, you have to arrange the given adjectives following the correct order. Moving on to the next topic, now we'll discuss adjective phrases. Just to give you a sense, now we have seen that a lot of times you will have a group of words which do the work of an adjective, right? For example, the Wazir was a wealthy man. The Wazir was a man of great wealth. So instead of wealthy, you have a man of great wealth. It means the exact same thing, but you now have an adjective phrase. Similarly, let's have another example. The magistrate was a kind man. The magistrate was a man with a kindly nature. I hope you get my drift how one word itself can be used as a phrase. So a group of words that function as adjective is what we mean by adjective phrase. Hence, look at this table on the right side of the slide. A golden crown will be a crown made of gold. A purple cloak will be a cloak of purple color. A jungle track will be a track through the jungle. A blank page will be a page with no writing on it. So what we have done here is we have taken smaller one-word adjective and sort of expanded them into phrases. We may not use them all the time, but they are helpful in sentence construction and essay writing. So it's very important to understand how these concepts are to be used. Now let's do a quick exercise where you have to identify the adjective phrase very carefully. In your next task, you are going to write an essay on the topic Our Festivals in 250 to 300 words. It is to be done on a loose sheet. Before you plan to write this essay, Do watch the week 2 tutorial again for essays guideline. I hope you find this tutorial effective. Thank you very much for listening to me with patience. Wish you good luck. Allah Hafiz.